guys, welcome back to TechDose, and in this video we will look at the word subset problem which is from Leetcode number 916. Let's now look at the problem statement. In this problem you are given two string arrays words 1 and words 2. A string B is a subset of string A if every letter in B occurs in A including the multiplicity. For example, if you consider WRR, it is a subset of warrior because W is occurring at least one time and R is occurring at least two times in warrior. But it is not a subset of world because even though W is occurring at least one time, but R is not occurring minimum two times, right? It is occurring only one time. A string A from words 1 is universal if for every string B in words 2, B is a subset of A. Return an array of all the universal string in words 1. You may return the answer in any order. Now let's look at the constraints. In this case, I will consider that the words 1 length is m and the words 2 length is, let's say, n. Then total there can be 10 to the power 4 words for each of them. And if you combine them, if you find all possible combination of the words, then mn will be equals to 10 to the power of 8 maximum. And each of the word length can be maximum 10. So you can consider that you cannot write an MN algorithm. Well, how can an ML algorithm occur in this case? If you take a word from words 1 and if you compare it with each word in words 2, so that you find out if the given word is a universal word or not, and then you jump on to the next word. Okay, you jump on to the next word in the words 1 dictionary, and again you compare with each of the word in words 2. So if you are doing that, then you will be taking mn times of the length of string, which will be equals to 10 to the power of 9 approx, right? So this is not going to run within 1 second. We should write an algorithm less than 10 to the power 8 computations. Now words 1 and words 2 all contains only lowercase English letters and all the strings in words 1 are unique. Now let's look at an example for better understanding. In this case, let's say we are given words 1 and words 2 and the universal word is a word in words 1 having the frequency of each character greater than equals to its frequency in any word in words 2. What do I mean by that? In this case, if I find out the maximum frequency of each of the character in words 2, then E is occurring 2 times and O is occurring 1 time. Now if a word, let's say Leetcode, has to be a universal word, then the frequency of E and O must be greater than equals to 2 and 1 respectively. So if you check out the frequency of E in Leetcode, it is occurring 3 times, which is greater than equals to 2 times. And if you consider the frequency of O, it is occurring 1 time, which is greater than equals to 1 time. So Leetcode is a universal word. Okay. Now let's check for tech. In tech, E is occurring 1 time, which is already less than 2. So this will not be a universal word. If you look at dose, then E is occurring 1 time. So since 1 is less than 2, therefore this is not a universal word as well. So for this example, only Leetcode will be the universal word. Okay. So I hope the problem statement is clear now. Now let's solve this entire problem using a two-step process. So in step number 1, we need to find the maximum frequency of every character for each of the word in words 2. What we will do here is we will take words 2 and then we will be iterating over each of the word one by one. So I have already mentioned the algorithm here. We will be iterating for every word in words 2. We need to find out the frequency of each of the character in the given word. So for each character in the given word in words 2, we need to take a frequency array and we will be incrementing the frequency. So the frequency will be assigned here with the value 0. It will be of 26 size because we cannot have more than 26 unique characters, and it will be reassigned whenever we go into the main for loop. For every word you will have a different frequency map. So if you look for this double E, then E will be given as an entry into the map with the frequency 1, and again another E is occurring, so its frequency will be increased to 2. So this is the map for the given word double E. But we need to track the maximum frequency of each of the characters over the list of words in words 2. So for that we will be taking another map which is frequency for each of the character in words 2 named as frequency underscore words 2. So I will be iterating over each of these values and I will be setting the max value in the frequency word, saying that if E already had certain frequency in words 2, then what will be the maximum frequency now? Already known max value, comma this 2. So I will be updating this in 2 and you will see this in the code happening. Now once we are done with this double E, I will repeat the same with O. So I will be resetting this map, so all the entries will be gone, and you can imagine that I will again have a KV pair where O will be having one frequency. So once I am done with this word 1, then again this will be again set in the frequency words 2. So O will have an entry with frequency 1, and I will be going for each of the characters in words 2. So in this case, you will find that E has a frequency of 1 and O has a frequency of 2 times. Again, before moving on to the next word, we will be iterating over each of these entries and update our frequency words too. So E is occurring 1 time, already known frequency is 2 times, which is higher, so no update will happen. If you look at this O occurring 2 times, already known frequency is 1 time, so override this to 2. Okay. Now once we are done with all the words iterating in words 2, whatever frequency word stores, it will say that what is the maximum frequency of each of the character occurring in all the words in words 2. So this is step number 1. After having determining the maximum frequency of each character, we will be going to step number 2 and iterating over each of the words in words 1. Okay, and we will be checking if it is universal. So find universal words by checking the frequency. What we will do is we will, let's say, pick Leetcode, and if I pick Leetcode, then I will have to find the frequency of each of the characters, each of the unique characters occurring in Leetcode. How to do that? So I will be iterating for every words in words 1 and take a frequency word which will be assigned to all values 0, and this will be of size 26 because I know it will be A to Z. So for every character in the given word, let's say Leetcode, I will be updating its frequency word. Okay, so I will be updating the frequency of every letter, and once I am done with that, I will be checking the frequency which is found for Leetcode with the frequency of words 2. That means with the frequency words 2, which I had already calculated here, I had shown you, right? So what will be the map for Leetcode? If you calculate the KV pair for Leetcode, the L is occurring 1 time, the E is occurring 3 times, the T is occurring 1 time, C is occurring 1 time, O is occurring 1 time, and I think D is also occurring 1 time. Now once you have calculated the frequency of the given word Leetcode, after this I will be iterating for each of the character and then comparing their frequency. For every character in the given word Leetcode, its frequency must be greater than the frequency mentioned in the frequency words 2, right? So for L it is 1, here it will be 0. Okay, so the L's frequency here will be 0. So 1 is greater than equals to 0, we are fine. E's frequency is 3 greater than equals to 2, we are fine. T's frequency is 1 greater than equals to 0, so we are fine. C's frequency is 1 greater than equals to 0, we are fine. O's frequency is 1, but here the O's frequency is 2. Therefore we are not good, and therefore this Leetcode will not be a universal word. For the same reason, if you calculate for TechDose, it will also not be a universal word, because E's frequency is 2 here and E's frequency is 2 times. Yes, it is true, but O's frequency is 2 times and here it is only 1 time. So it will not be a universal word as well. If you look at the Leetcoder, here we have 3 O's together, right? So E's frequency is 1, 2 and 3, which is greater than equals to 2, we are fine. O's frequency is also 3 here. And here the requirement was at least 2. So yes, we are fine as well. So this will be a universal word. So like this, if you keep on iterating for each of the word in words 1 and calculate their frequency map and compare it with the max frequency map of the words 2, then we will come to know which of the words are actually the universal word, right? And this is the step-by-step algorithm for the same. If you found that your word is a universal word, then we will be pushing it into the resultant list of string, because at the end we have to return the list of string as well. Okay. So having seen these 2 steps, in the first step we were finding the maximum frequency of each character by iterating over each of the word in words 2. So how many words were there in words 2? Let's say there were n number of words, right? And each of the length is, let's say, k. So the time complexity for this step is order of nk, and the space complexity is order of 1, because the map size cannot grow beyond 26 size, right? Because there are only 26 unique lowercase letters. If you look at step 2, then we are iterating for each of the words in words 1, and let's say it is equals to m, and each of the length of the word is, let's say, k. Therefore, the time complexity will be order of mk. And if you look at the space complexity, then we are creating 26 size map for every word, and it is getting destroyed when we are going for the next word because it is local in the for loop, right? So it will get deallocated, and therefore the space complexity is also order of 1. So if you look at the time complexity, it will be nk plus mk, and since we already know that the word length is less than equals to 10, so we can just ignore this and say that the time complexity will be order of n plus m, right? And the space complexity is order of 1. So this is all about the problem. Let's now look at the code. If you are someone who is looking to prepare for top product based company within a limited time of just 3 months, then we have brought for you both the DSA and the system design live interview training program. The most important feature of this program is you get a filtered and condensed structured curriculum, in-depth discussion of all the topics, and my guarantee of your understanding, one-on-one guidance with me, and live weekend classes. To know more about the training, you can WhatsApp us on this given number. In this problem, we are given words 1 and words 2. So step number 1 was to find the maximum frequency of every character by iterating through each of the word in words 2. So I will be taking the frequency words 2, which will be storing the maximum frequency of each character, and I will be iterating through each of the word in words 2. So I'll be calculating the frequency for each character in each of the word, and once I am done with that, then I will be setting the maximum frequency. So you can see what is happening here. So the frequency words 2 will store the maximum frequency across all the words in words 2, and this frequency is actually the frequency of that particular word, I mean for just one word. So I'll be iterating for each of the characters, and I will be setting the max frequency of that character in the frequency words 2. Okay, so this was step number 1. Now if you look at the step number 2, then the step number 2 was all about finding the universal words in words 1. So we will be taking the vector string universal words, which will be storing all the resultant words, and I will be iterating through each of the word in words 1, and for every word we need to calculate the frequency. So this is where we have calculated the frequency. Now after doing this, I will be comparing the frequency of the current word with the max frequency, which is the frequency words 2, and checking if it is universal. How it will be universal? You can check out this frequency word and frequency words 2. So the frequency of each of the character for the frequency word must be greater than equals to the frequency of each of the character in frequency words 2. If it is less, then we need to return false. Otherwise, we will be returning true. So this means that the given word will be universal, and if it is universal, I will be pushing the current word into the list of universal words. And finally, when I am done iterating for all the word, I will be returning the universal words as an answer. So I hope this code was clear. If you still have any doubt, then feel free to comment below and I'll try to help you as soon as possible. Like and share our video and subscribe to our channel in order to watch more of these programming videos. See you guys in the next video. Thank you.